number 10, it is Marcus Schultz. This guy, always tired every time I see him. I mean, he lives in Miami, so he's always jet lagged and stuff, and being so busy traveling all over the world. He's a lover of the long sets, loves playing over, 3-4 hours, which is a joy really. It saves a lot more money getting other DJs in. But yeah, Marcus, my first actual notice of Marcus was when he played Terminals, when Danny was doing the bookings. I weren't in charge of it then, but he was, I think in 2005, maybe 4. Marcus was like third on the bill, and I never heard of him. And Danny said to me, "Oh, Marcus is upstairs. Do you want to go and get him a drink and stuff?" I thought, okay, yeah. Chatted to him again, just woken up and look a bit dazed and a bit, well, not really in the best moods. He weren't chatty or anything like that, so I just got him a drink and put him into the DJ booth, and that's the last I've ever saw of him, really, to be honest. Yeah, and Marcus, Cold Harbour label, and joining David Lewis at the time, which Armin's agency, and the All Armada set up, and really, elevated him into the major scene and stuff, and obviously getting higher and higher in the top 100, and became a resident when we moved to Ministry. He's got a good journey on his sets. Like I say, he plays a lot longer, he likes doing longer sets, and he starts a more progressive trance and stuff, and really gets into it, and got a really big following down there with the Gallery, and the crowd love him, and we do really good with the numbers and stuff. And I think his memory of the Gallery at first at term was when he just come down to London and he had a studio on Cold Harbour, hence the name Cold Harbour Recordings. But he was down at Terminals, and his memory was being in a DJ booth. I don't know how he got in there, but he was like, Dave Seaman was playing, and Chris Lowe from the Pet Shop Boys was there. And he was like, God, yeah, I made it. I'm in London. This is brilliant. And I came in the DJ booth. Oh, Gavyn Mytchel. And that just completed his ultimate lineup. Yeah, right. And now, but then Marcus, he's been here a long time, and still doing it, and playing for us like 3-4 times a year. A very nice guy, and he's got very piercing eyes. Very piercing eyes. His musical progression is what stands out for me more than anything. It's a really good journey, to make some really killer tracks and stuff. And I think my standout track, though, it wasn't one he'd done. It was Cast and Slide Perception. He used to love playing that, and he's played it a few times in the early opening sets. Yeah, Marcus, thank you very much. Number 9, Fergie, Irishman. Again, party animal, full of life, a bit of a joker and stuff. And again, very important part of the Terminal setup. Not just the Gallery, but also Terminals, the club, because he played for the Gay Night Trade on the Sunday mornings, which Tony and Rick brought him in. He became more frequent in the Gallery setup when his hard style was very popular. I think he was like number 9 or. I think it's number 9 or something in the top 100, I think 2001. We had that connection because Stephen Chandler, who was head of Duty Free Records, Tall Paul's manager, took on Fergie, and so we was managing him there. Releases were on Duty Free, Tall Paul's label. So we was every time he was in London, he would be always down at Terminals having a drink and stuff. And then he got his Radio 1 residency. I owe a lot to him because he actually got me as part of his Mixed Mag Future Heroes and stuff, and I got to do a 30-minute set on Radio 1 interview in Mixed Mag, and he kind of like platformed me for my career and stuff, getting my residency at the Gallery. His music, he was so much energy, it was banging, it was so tough. I mean, I'm trying to think of 2 tracks, but always, what's the name of it now? It was like Cameras Ready, Prepare to Flash, but it's like it was Green Velvet, but I don't know who done it, it was a real banging mix, and it's like so hard, but everyone loved that sound at the time. And then also the other one was a remix of Queen, Flash, Craziness. It was just, every track sounded the same though, but it's just full of energy. But I think with Fergie, it wasn't the music they were listening to, it was more watching him behind the decks and the personality and his interaction with the crowd and the stuff. But it was only, we'd have that sort of music maybe 4 till 6, it would be late, and then we'd have uplifting trance afterwards. It was never on early. His Radio 1 stuff that he was doing at the time, kind of, again, he would always say, what's your favourite club night? He would always, mention the Gallery in there as one of his favourites. He changed his sound a little bit later. He got sick of the hard dance stuff and hard house, what it was called, and he kind of moved into like techno, electro sort of sounds, and then got a new image and stuff like that. And I think, kind of detoxed a bit, and I think he's still detoxing now. And he's out in Las Vegas now, great guy as well. And I still keep in touch with him now today, still get the odd email asking about my family, what's happening, how the club is. I love it when DJs in the past want to know how the club is and stuff like that. How's Danny, how's Ed and stuff like that. And yeah, he's out in Las Vegas and he's living the dream out there. And yeah, Fergie, thank you very much, Fergie. Number 9 in my top 20 Gallery DJs. At number 8, it is Ferry Corson. I love this guy so much. Really good friend as well. Massive DJ and producer. You know, a legend of the trance music. Yeah, I mean, we started having him back in 2002, I think, and being one of our biggest headliners, you know, even up to this day. Yeah, love having him down. Such a nice guy, one of the best guys in the business. He's a dinner guest as well. Love having dinner with him. Must have eaten with him over 20 times. Always look forward to it. He's a lovely guy. No dramas, no egos. Well easy to work with for such a big name. Some of them are difficult, but this guy is a dream. And yeah, just watching him DJ, you know, the crowd, the fans love him. He's a massive DJ. There's no denying what Ferry does, and we're very lucky to have him in Terminal's days and in ministry as well. And technically he's amazing. The music he plays, he can still like crossover from different sounds, a bit more techie and into the uplifting stuff. And I mean, even doing like dropping like punk, you know what I mean? The man's a genius at what he does. Yeah, favourite Ferry Corsten track is, you know, his own Punk. Love it. Brilliant. Very lucky to have Ferry Corsten part of the setup as well. Thank you, Ferry. Number 7, it is the one and only Steve Lee. And this guy, he is the Gallery, part of the history. I think he played the first track ever, and me and him played the last track at Terminal together. He was just the DJs, the resident, been there for 20 years, and the longest serving resident for us. But Steve, you know, he's a bit of a geezer, Elephant and Castle, and he's one of a kind, Steve, to be honest. He's just always did that 6 or 7:30 slot. Many would say it's the graveyard shift, but it's not. It was just the best part. He was so important, Steve, part of this Gallery setup. We'd have all these big acts and stuff from 12 till 6, but then more importantly, everyone waited for Steve Lee's end of the night, 6 till 7:30. You know, that's a long old session of dancing, but everyone came alive at 6 o'clock for that last hour and a half. I mean, I certainly did. I was proper wrapped in with Steve and the music he played. It was just anthem. The tracks at the time that we were playing were just so good. And also myself, I was kind of getting my foot in the door, and as DJing. In my first gig, I warmed up in the back room playing like more housey sort of stuff, but I wanted to play trance. And lucky for me, Steve Lee overslept one time, and I had my records there. And at like 5:30, Danny, well, the boss of it all, Danny Newman, said, "Have you got your records?" I'm like, "Yeah." I banged straight in there, played, and I got my monthly residency playing the last set. Slowly edging Steve Lee out. He'll hate me for that. But then Steve changed his sound around about 2006. He went a bit more housey, he'd been a bass bar and a beefer, slowed the tempo right down, wasn't playing trance anymore, so it's a good transition.
Steve Lee, anthems, I would say Mori Kante, Yeke Yeke.
Still playing here once a month now, playing housey sounds. Still likes to stick around and, you know, have a laugh and have a drink. Knows all of us lot at the office, one of the boys, comes to Christmas parties and stuff. So yeah, Steve Lee, you are number 7.
At number 6, it is big, massive trance DJ producer Mike, aka Push Legend. Music that he'd done the Gallery 2000, well, still going now. No, actually, 1998, Universal Nation. You've got Universal Nation, Strange World, Legacy, you know, also his little aliases, you know, Silverback, Plastic Boy. And he's done so many unbelievable trance tracks. The guy is a genius, and that is the Gallery sound. And that's why he's at number 6, because for me, Push Strange World is my favourite Gallery anthem of all time. So that's why he's in there. He's very, the way he is, the way he delivers, the way he talks to you and stuff, sometimes you think, what's going on? It's like, no, I'm not doing that. I don't want that set time, I want this. I think we had a launch party for Inferno Records with his new album, and he got down there and we never had him. We tried to get him on the Friday, but he did this Wednesday for us. The label flew him in. He come down on his own at Terminal, saw no posters or any promotion, and then just fucked off back to the hotel and said, "I'm not playing." But I mean, the club wasn't even open yet. We had the posters were in the office getting ready to be put up. We were doing around another 5 minutes. It would have all been there for him. But that's Mike, you know, he wants things how he wants it. But you know, he is a great DJ, great producer. I did Push live here as well, and I actually forgot when they were playing all the other tracks that they'd done. I mean, those are the standout ones I just mentioned, but he is the Gallery sound. Push is the Gallery sound, and he is at number 6. And yeah, Mike, you know, thank you very much, Mike, for being part of the Gallery 20-year history. Thank you very much indeed.